He's taken for the sack, Myles Garrett. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On second down, Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30.
Up of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 40. 20.
This is my mode, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, and what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 29, Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds.
For more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there right off the bat. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Patterson on the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the Packers electing to go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Darren Waller, 53 yards. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Patterson. 26 the score after one. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead now 5, 11-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And completes it again to Metcalf. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground. Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now here's Mahomes. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Cook. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Completes this to Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
Mahomes going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw, Mahomes. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together. Got us.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not a pool, BB King. I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news. They got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll get 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
first down. He'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. All that for a 2-yard gain. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Mahomes to throw once more.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert. Complete to Newsom. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds ends up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 50 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller, 72 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home. Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming. And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Room to run past midfield. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, Patterson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. To throw again on second down. Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play action. It's Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Herbert on first down now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes. LA football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now it's Herbert. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now left side on the swing pass. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Herbert throwing again. He's got his target, the tight end Newsome. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mahomes. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. But it didn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Herbert. Open man, that's Ozzie Newsome. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now Herbert. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Herbert to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Herbert. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
One last throw here for Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers.